Happy 2017, everyone. Kyle here. I think this is around the time of year when most people are still thinking about their New Year's resolutions. They haven't really given up on them yet. 2 years ago, my New Year's resolution was 1920 by 1080. Last year, I publicly announced that my New Year's resolution was 2560 by 1440. This year, however, I'm going to stop with the intentional misunderstanding of the word resolution and actually apply it to something. This year, I want my resolution to be to actually be better at following through on resolutions. I believe the way to do that is pretty much the opposite of how most people usually go about it. Most people have this idea that you change your mind, and then after you've made that decision, you'll go and change your actions. And that just doesn't work. It just seems like you see people making these bold public declarations, or they'll go away to some talk or conference or listen to a motivational speaker or read a self-help book, and they'll get really pumped with all sorts of energy, like, yeah, I'm gonna do this big thing, I'm gonna make all these changes in my life, and 2 days later, whatever. You know, they even forget. It's not like they actively give up or quit, they just forget. If you're gonna set off on a journey of self-improvement, it's going to take some effort, some time, maybe some money or something. You never know. So why not adopt a method that works? I have found that you don't change your mind, then change your actions. You change your actions, and then slowly over time, your mind will change. You make something a habit, so you're not even thinking of it. Once it becomes a habit, it's part of the routine. It's a thing you do, and that's it right there. I find the way most people think of resolutions, it's a big, vague, amorphous, abstract idea that's way off in the distance. It's not a tangible thing in the here and now, and that makes it easier to put it off. So what you have to do is break that down so it's no longer a big, fuzzy, abstract thing in the distance, and now it's small, concrete, actionable chunks that are right in front of you that you can address right now. I think that's just using a lot of, big words that are unnecessary just to say baby steps. Just take little baby steps. Here's one example. I hate flossing my teeth. I almost never do it. I'm one of those people who pretty much only flosses my teeth the day before I have a dentist appointment in the hopes that that will trick them into thinking that I actually have been flossing it all along. And of course it never works. But I like the idea of me being a person who flosses. How do you get into this habit? Because, the dentist will tell me, Kyle, you gotta start flossing. And then I'll go home, and that night I'll floss, and then the night after I'll floss, and then 3 nights later, whatever, I'm busy, I'm in a hurry, I'm tired, I'll go to bed, and then the habit's broken. So what I did was break it down. What is it about flossing? These teeth here in the front, they're nice and easy. It's the molars in the back that are the difficult, pain in the ass ones. So if I don't like doing those, but I don't mind doing these, I'm just gonna floss my front teeth. Because who cares? I mean, you might think, well, that's not good enough, you're not finishing the job. But you know what? Flossing half of my teeth is still better than flossing none of my teeth. And after a couple weeks, when you're in the habit of flossing all these, suddenly, well, normally I stop here, doing one more. It's not a big deal, it's not that much work. A couple weeks later, go back another one. A couple weeks later, that's all of them. It didn't seem like a big thing, it just got in a habit, and now it's a thing that I do almost every night. Almost. I should probably do it more. The start of a new year, you've put a fresh new calendar on your wall, it's a good time to make some other changes in your life. And if you're going to do that, break it down into really small chunks that don't seem like that big of a deal, and then just take care of it. And have yourself a great year.